Well, thank you very much, Ben. You know that you are very famous in our market. I mean, all the Latins wants to be with you in one project, co-producing or selling some project. Uh, could you comment about your popularity in our region, región, en nuestra región latina, Ben?
Sí, bueno, so I am a huge fan of the Latin arts, have grown up loving music and painting and storytelling from across South America and Central America. And my father actually is a composer who has had strong influences from the Caribbean all the way south. And I think that that paid off in my cultural connections with some of the decisions I was able to make to believe in projects like Betty La Fea when we did Uggly Betty for ABC. And I think that the Hispanic audience was very happy with the show. But I think what was very impressive for so many people in the region was that it was a general market show, and it showed a sense of respect to the market that it had gained so much importance that it could drive a big broadcast television show on ABC. And my commitment also to fight for America Ferrara to be the lead actress in that show when there was a lot of conversations with the head of the network at the time who wanted the show to be anglicized. And I couldn't believe it because it was so disconnected to where the show had come from, but also the character as we had wrote her. Part of her ugliness was being the daughter of a immigrant, and part of her ugliness was having to look onto a world that she felt part of on one hand, but disconnected from on the other, and how language was also a barrier to her family's assimilation into the culture, but also how they held on to their culture. So I felt it was so important to remain true to that, and I think that got me some rewards with the community.
Was Ugly Betty your first Latin project too?
It was the first Latin project I worked on that had gone into the real general market and main market. I'd worked across the markets, though, in many ways. We had done a television show about Menudo, which ended up going on to MTV Trace, which was fun, and followed that.
Several years ago, Ben.
Yes, yes. A updating of Menudo. It was
okay.
It was a new search, and then I've worked with formats from across South America. Also, when I was at NBC, I had attached Justin Timberlake to a project, My Problem with Women, which we set up at NBC while I was there. It didn't go forward after I left, but that was something I was very excited about.
This is
exactly.
a Peruvian one.
A Peruvian format, exactly, is Spread My Wings Outside of Colombia.
Mickey.
Exactly. And then got the opportunity. Had always believed in Sofia Vergara and was a huge fan of hers, and we had tried to do many projects together before, and then she became such a massive star with Modern Family and has just become an incredible business. And we partnered up with Sofia first on a format, I Hate This Place, from Spain, which we've partnered up on at ABC and are in development. And then Sofia and her partner, Luis Balagua, and I partnered on a channel for Google called Nuevan, which will be launching on YouTube. So I've had a lot of passion for the market, and I've traveled a great deal and made strong relationships in Colombia and in Argentina and in Mexico and through Miami.
Ben, could we know how this Nuevon channel was created? Why you? Why Google knocked your door and Luis Balaguer and Sofia? Any particular reason?
Yes, well, Google and I had been having a number of conversations about ways in which they could expand their original programming presence. And I am a firm believer that content is the engine for all of this technological innovation. The technology will not matter if you can't access great content through it. And I really believe that it's important for companies like Google and Microsoft and Yahoo to invest in content so they can differentiate their services. Otherwise, they're just a utility, and it's not nearly as profound an opportunity. And when they came to me, I asked them what they were doing in the Latin community and in the Hispanic community, and they said not that much. And I felt there was a great gap and opportunity, and we immediately approached Luis Balaguer, who is a brilliant entrepreneur, around the same age as me, even though I look much younger. But he is a brilliant entrepreneur, and he has done such a wonderful job with all his talent, including his partnership with Sophia, but also as a marketer. He really understands the market, and he's done great work for a lot of the big American studios and networks to help them open their movies and their TV shows as well. So I thought he could really be the right person to go after this opportunity together. And Sophia obviously is such a massive talent, but also really speaks to women and men in very different ways, but has fan bases across both. And so we thought she'd be an exciting catalyst as well for other talent. And Google agreed, gave us a grant, and we're launching middle of April with our channel. And it's very early stages. It will take a long time to become significant, but we're very excited about it and have some great talent and partners like Alejandro Chaban, like Sofia and her son Manolo, and obviously Hector Macho Man Camacho, who we're launching a really funny reality series with. And we're doing a lot of comedy, which I don't see a lot of in American-based Hispanic broadcast and cable channels. They tend to be a lot more drama-heavy. So there's a great opportunity there as well. And we're doing a sketch comedy piece. We're doing a soap opera set in East LA. We're doing, I think, a really cool, diverse slate of programming targeted at a younger Hispanic demographic, as well as targeted at a U.S. Hispanic and somebody who still relates to their culture profoundly and to where they come from, but identifies themselves as an American.